What is up, Screen Watcher Nation? It is the Screen Watcher here. I got to get back out into the theaters yesterday and got to jump back into one of my favorite universes. That's right, the Harry Potter universe. I got to go see Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald, and it was, well, I'm not even going to tell you what it was. We're going to get into the review in just a second. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Shh, they're about to start the movie.
Don't you love it when people leave you with cliffhangers? I figured I would do you one here with you. But so first we're going to jump into the cast. We have a lot of people returning from the first Fantastic Beasts, which was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. You have Eddie Redmayne returning as Newt Scamander. You have Kathleen Waterston, returning as Tina Goldstein. Dan Fogler returning as Jacob Kowalski. You have Alison Sudol returning as Queenie. You have Ezra Miller returning as Credence, which was a phenomenal role for him. He's one of my favorite actors. He's been in a ton of my favorite movies. But you also add some really big people. You add Jude Law as young Albus Dumbledore. You add Callum Turner, who plays Theseus Scamander, Newt's brother. You had Johnny Depp at the very, very end of the movie, of the first one, who is actually Grindelwald, but he is Grindelwald in the entirety of this movie, and it was a phenomenal role for him to play in this. So now that we are done with the cast, obviously there are a lot more characters than that, but that is the main heavy hitters from this one. What did I think about it, and how did the previews really relate to the movie? In this sense, the previews really did a very good job of explaining what this movie was. It was a lot more action than the first movie, and I know I brought that up in my why I was excited about this movie and what I was looking forward to reviews earlier in the month here, and I didn't know how much action we were going to get into, but there was a lot of stuff going on. That's really the only thing that I had issues with the first movie, is that you got so much into the beasts, the creatures that Newt loved, and kind of why he was the way that he was, that the pacing was pretty slow in the first one. The pacing in this one is extremely fast. It is just kind of right off the bat, you get into action, and it never really stops. It's about 2 hours long, and it doesn't really feel like it's 2 hours long, but it feels like it could have been longer because there was so much going on. And you get the cast back together really quickly, which is awesome. I hate it when it takes so long to kind of reform groups and getting things back together from the previous movies, and it was done in an extremely good way. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I was a big fan. The action sequences were great. I thought Jude Law, I thought it was an interesting pick initially. I thought, seeing Jude Law was going to pull me out because Jude Law is Jude Law. He's a handsome devil, and, we've always seen Dumbledore as this old man. But it actually really worked for me. He played the right kind of subtleties that Dumbledore always had, and especially in the books from, the Harry Potter part of the universe, not the Newt Scamander past part, which obviously we haven't had any books on, or a whole lot of books on. It was a choice that I wasn't happy with when I saw it, but I was really happy with once I saw it executed. He played his role extremely, extremely well. Ezra Miller killed it again as Credence. I could not have been happier with his performance. Alison Sudol as Queenie is adorable, and I love her in this role. There are some twists and turns towards the end of the movie that I did not see coming at all. And that has me really excited for the third movie, which initially I was very scared to know that it was going to be another trilogy type movie, and I thought it was more of a cash grab kind of thing. But the way that they broke down the end of this movie, if they had added more to this one or if they had added more to the first one, it would have seemed rushed and forced. And with what I think they're building into whatever the third one's going to be called, I cannot wait for the third Fantastic Beasts and blah, 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 whatever the title will be. Johnny Depp was terrifyingly powerful, but also seductively intriguing. Zoe Kravitz did a great job of playing Lita Lestrange. You kind of saw both of the Lestrange sisters in the future Harry Potter universe. So, you saw the protective mother, from the Draco side, and then you saw the crazy, side with the other Lestranges and stuff like that. So I liked how she played that character. Dan Fogler, you love him. Jacob Kowalski's a great character. Catherine Waterstein's Tina is also phenomenal. She was much stronger in this. I love that they introduced Nicholas Flamel in the previews, as well as in the movie. So I won't tell you where he comes in or anything like that, but I thought that was a really good touch. He's mentioned as a friend of Dumbledore. In the Harry Potter universe. I don't know if they ever get into the movies, but in the books they do. So it was really interesting. I liked the movie. I liked the pacing. Music was great. The action sequences were great. The CGI and effects, everything was wonderful there. Everything made sense to me. Obviously, I saw it on opening night. I think you should go see it in theaters. I think it is a deserve to see it in theaters kind of thing. Even if you're not necessarily a huge Harry Potter fan, it's a good movie as well with just great effects. So that's really my overall take on it. So obviously that's my review of it. Have you seen it yet? Probably not, unless you were like me and are a day one kind of person with a Harry Potter universe. But Fantastic Beasts, Crimes of Grindelwald, have you seen it? Let me know in the comments down below. Always, again, please like and subscribe to the channel. Other than that, hopefully your popcorn is always fresh, and hopefully you enjoy your day at the cinema, whether it is at home or out at your local theater. Thanks, guys.